Hello, welcome to LMU Community TV News Weekend Edition. I'm Ashley Hurley. Thank you for joining us. The nation celebrated our veterans on Wednesday, and we here at LMU Community TV want to send out a thank you to all of our veterans, including two that are right here with us, Chief Editor Thomas Miracle and 91.3 Radio DJ Gary Daniels. Thank you both for your service. Local group Vets Serving Vets stays busy throughout the year helping veterans right here in the community. The mission of the group is to take care of the veterans and help them acclimate back into the community by serving and honoring those men and women. Along with repairing veterans' homes, they also hold concerts, participate in local activities, and sell t-shirts that promote the group to help fund their projects. Vets Serving Vets has a new home, and on Veterans Day they held an open house to welcome the community to visit them and to celebrate. Their new location is on the Fountain Square at the corner of 20th Street and Cumberland. The group was also presented a check of support from Beacon of Light Family Chiropractic. Coming up this Saturday, Vets Serving Vets will be participating in the 3rd annual Christmas Shopping Expo at the National Guard Armory. The group will be raising money for their foundation by providing food and refreshments for those in attendance. For more information on the Vets Serving Vets and to keep up with the dates for their upcoming events and fundraisers, you can like their Facebook page. The Federal Bureau of Investigation defines an active shooter as an individual actively engaged in killing or attempting to kill people in a confined and other populated area. This worst-case scenario presents unique challenges for college campuses such as right here at Lincoln Memorial University. Over the past week, Director of Campus Safety Operations and Emergency Preparedness Facilitator Cesar Gracia and Campus and Public Safety Specialist Stephen Murphy have held active shooter training for faculty and staff throughout the campus. The training focuses on dealing with an active shooter incident and further prepares faculty and staff on how to respond to the incident as a first responder and how to handle both the shooter and any victims. Gracia told LMU Community TV News that in light of all the active shooter situations that have been happening across the country, they want to have the officers, armed guards trained, and faculty and staff trained on how to use the patrol rifles to protect the students as well as other safety facilities right here on the campus. Last Thursday night, I had the privilege to be in attendance at the annual Mission of Hope banquet celebrating 20 years of loving God by serving others and sharing the hope in Appalachia. The night included introductions from WBIR anchor Russell Biven, Mission of Hope Executive Director Emmett Thompson, and stories from the Faces of Hope. The annual banquet is a launching point for the annual food, clothing, and toy collection drive that will begin November 20th and run through December 7th. Lincoln Memorial University will serve as a barrel collection location for the Mission of Hope for the 2015 Christmas Drive. The Christmas Drive will focus on the collection of new toys, clothing, non-perishable food items, and full-sized hygiene items. LMU is asking for the community to also bring the donations to the annual tree lighting and Knoxville Symphony Chamber Orchestra concert that is scheduled for Thursday, December 3rd. Celebrating their 20th year, the Mission of Hope Christmas campaign aims to help over 18,000 children and their families in Southeast Kentucky, Northeast Tennessee, and Southwest Virginia with food, hygiene, and new clothing and new toys. For more information about the Mission of Hope, you can contact their home office at 865-694-4673, or you can email info@missionofhope.org or visit their website, missionofhope.org. Servolution Health Services wants to extend a very big thank you to all of the volunteers who came out and helped with the 3rd annual Telefest that happened this past Saturday. This year, the event included a fall festival on site at Servolution Health Services. Although the weather did not cooperate like they would have wanted, community members still came out to enjoy food, live music, games, hay rides, crafts, and a silent auction. The annual event goes to raising funds for building expenses, equipment, healthcare providers, and any other items that may be needed. The event was telecast live by LMU Community TV on Vive Broadband and Sunset Digital and on 91.3 WLMU and 740 WCXZ. At the end of the day, the Telefest brought in half of their goal, and they are still asking for donations to continue to reach their goal of $50,000. If you would like to donate, you can send a check into Servolution Health Services at 245 Powell Valley School Lane, Speedwell, Tennessee 37870, and a thank you also goes out to all of those who have made a donation and came out to support the Telefest. Last week marked the kickoff rally to support Lance Corporal Cody Evans and a soldier's journey home. Lance Corporal Evans, a United States Marine, was injured in Afghanistan in 2011. While on patrol with fellow Marines of the 4th Combat Engineer Battalion with the Delta Company of Knoxville, he lost both legs in an IED explosion. Cody is now medically retired and lives with his mother, Regina, and his guide dog, Willie, in Speedwell. A Soldier's Journey Home is devoted to building adapted homes for Cody and military members like him who have suffered traumatic injury. Community involvement is vital to the success of the 2016 home build for Lance Corporal Evans. They are asking for in-kind donations of building materials, financial support, and the donation of land for Cody's new home. The next rally to be held will be held on November 13th at Podunk's Restaurant at 5:30 p.m. and it's located at 3575 Old Highway 63 in Speedwell. To find out more about A Soldier's Journey Home, you can visit the organization's Facebook page or their website, asoldiersjourneyhome.org. Well, coming up after the break, we have the latest furry friend right from the Claiborne County Animal Shelter in this week's Pet of the Week segment, so be sure you keep it right here on LMU Community TV News.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. At work or at play, you're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track.
Oh, hey. She's cute. Nice going, man.
Things are going great for you. You've earned a night out. Good drinks, good friends. Yeah, we can go ahead and call this a good night. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Not smart. Yeah, I saw that coming. Say goodbye to her. Ouch, that'll hurt your bank account. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. I hope you like eating frozen dinners. Alone. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
If you are interested in furthering your education, or if you are interested in the criminal justice or public administration field, you are invited to attend the reception to introduce both of those programs. The reception will take place at the LMU Duncan School of Law in downtown Knoxville on Thursday, November 19th. The Paul V. Hamilton School of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences master's programs includes the Master of Science in Criminal Justice and the Master of Public Administration. Both are currently registering for the spring and classes will start in January. The degree programs can be completed in as little as 18 months and feature night classes to suit working professionals. You will be able to meet faculty and administrators from the programs, as well as representatives from financial aid and admissions. The reception will be held from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and if you would like more information, you can contact Mark Travis at 865-531-5325 or send him an email at mark.travis@lmunet.edu. The Shawnee Masonic Lodge extends an invitation to the community to join them in their Thanksgiving dinner fundraiser. The dinner will take place tomorrow evening, Friday, November 13th at the Shawnee chapter beginning at 5 o'clock. The prices for the dinners will be $8 for adults, and children 10 and under will be $4. Carry-out dinners are also going to be made available. The dinner will last until 7 o'clock, so be sure you come out and participate and help out in their fundraising efforts. It is hard to believe, but Christmas is just around the corner, and there is an event coming up tomorrow that will provide you a gift that will keep on giving. The Appalachian Regional Hospital Auxiliary Newborn Project needs your support. It's going to be taking place at Middlesboro ARH in the main lobby, and there is going to be a jewelry sale from 9:30 tomorrow morning until 6 o'clock that evening. Net proceeds will go to the ARH Auxiliary Newborn Project, and your purchase will make a difference for those young parents having babies in the hospital. Jewelry items will be $1 and up, with a huge selection of affordable chains in all sizes. Necklaces and earring sets are also. For the guys, there will be stainless steel bracelets and dog tags that can be engraved there on site. Girls will also like the fashionable pendants that can be engraved, and there will also be beautiful bracelets that can also be engraved. So there will be something for everyone on your Christmas list, so be sure you stop by. Well, now it is time to continue our latest segment on LMU Community TV News. LMU Community TV and the Claiborne Animal Shelter have joined together to bring you the Pet of the Week segment. These furry faces are available for adoption at the Claiborne Animal Shelter, and for those of you who have a fur baby, you know there's nothing like the love of a pet. So now let's introduce you to this week's Pet of the Week, followed by your sports update with Adam Haley. Hey everyone, this is the Pet of the Week segment, and today Liza from the Claiborne Animal Shelter brought with her Tiny, right?
Yeah.
All right, tell us a little bit about Tiny.
Well, Tiny is 4 years old, and she was an owner surrender. They couldn't take care of her anymore.
Okay.
But you can see she was very well cared
yes.
for. And they have her as a beagle mix. But I still think she looks like kind of like a little fox. Show people your little fox face.
There you go.
And she's as sweet as she can be. She's got a lot of energy.
Yes.
And she's very playful, and she's very loving. And she's a good deal for somebody who's looking for a pet that's a little bit older, but still has a lot of energy that, you know, they could go running or jogging with her, or she might even do well. I haven't seen her around kids.
Right.
But, you know, with the energy level of kids or people that want to have somebody, just a companion to go out and play Frisbee, and she would be suitable for a younger family, an active family, a family that would spend a lot of time with her.
Okay.
Too. I think that she's an inside dog.
Okay.
And she's not potty trained yet, but our kennel managers say that when they take her outside, she does potty. I think she might very well be. I think just because they don't have the time to take them out as often as they could,
Okay.
you know, would be able to. So, but she's just a little sweetheart.
Okay.
And a love, and she's trying to escape right now.
Yeah, we're kind of holding her back, but that's okay.
Are you gonna
That's okay.
walk around?
Yeah.
Come over here. Show everybody how cute you are.
She's very cute, and she has been wonderful while she's been here. She has shown a lot of energy. She actually kind of wore herself out just a few minutes ago. So this is kind of the mellow side of Tiny.
Yeah.
Her coat is so soft and shiny.
Yeah.
We were talking a few minutes ago that beagles have the type of fur that she has. So, you know, that is a possibility. But she has been wonderful. So tell everyone, if they want to learn more about little Miss Tiny here, how they would go about doing that.
Well, what you can do is you can go, we have an adoption application on our website,
Right.
claiborneanimalshelter.com, or they can come in and meet Tiny, which is always a good idea, especially if they have other pets or kids, to see how everybody gets along. And then, because she's already spayed, once their adoption application is approved, and their vet reference is a very important part of that. We work with people who've never had a pet. Then she would be ready to go home that day because we don't have to wait to spay her. Okay. She's all up to date on her shots, and the adoption fee is $150. Okay. She'll be microchipped. She's already spayed, up to date on her shots, good to go.
Okay. All right, so if you are interested in learning more about Tiny, you can visit the website or even go out to the animal shelter and take a visit with her and see if you would like to make her a part of your family.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Hey, Gabby, how you doing? How was the play date and sleepover?
Dad, it was great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey, guys, what are you doing?
We're going swimming. We're going biking. Yeah!
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. I love you.
Hi, babe. How was school today?
Hi, Dad. It was great.
Okay, honey. I'll be home soon. Remember, you're never too far away from your kids to be a dad. Reach out and take a second to check in, because sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow.
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Cook.
Fire in the hole!
And chill.
We chipmunks are notoriously tidy.
Check your steps. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Welcome back. The LMU volleyball team finished off their home schedule last Tuesday when they played host to rival Tusculum College. There were a lot of emotions for both teams on this night as LMU was saying goodbye to 3 seniors, Casey Mincy, Jazzy Oates, and Allison McKenna, while the Pioneers were battling for their postseason lives. LMU came out on fire, forcing 10 Pioneer errors and winning set 1, 25-13. Tusculum came back in a hard-fought set 2, 25-22, before taking set 3, 25-15, after hitting 5-29 for the set. However, this night would go the way of the Rail Splitters, as the ladies came back in set 4 and hit 3-25 to take set 4, 25-21, and then they hit 3-53 in set 5 to finish off the Pioneers 15-7 and the match 3-2. LMU had 4 players record double-digit kills, led by Kiara Holland, who had 17. The ladies, now with a record of 14-13 overall and 11-10 in conference, will travel this weekend to Mars Hill, North Carolina, to take on the Lions to finish off the regular season. And believe it or not, basketball season is finally here, as both the women's and men's teams will tip off the 2015-16 season this weekend. Crystal Evans will start her 2nd season at the helm of the Lady Rail Splitters when they'll travel to Greenwood, South Carolina for the SAC versus Peach Belt Conference Challenge. Friday night, they'll play host to Lander at 7 p.m. and then take on USC Aiken Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. Josh Schertz will take his recently 5th-ranked Rail Splitters to nearby Bristol, Tennessee this weekend for the SAC versus Conference Carolinas crossover when they play King University Friday night at 7:30 p.m. and then Lees McRae Saturday afternoon at noon. Both of those games will be broadcast by the LMU Sports Network on 91.3 FM WLMU. Friday night's coverage will start at 7:10 p.m. and Saturday's coverage will start at 11:40 a.m. In high school football this weekend, the only team remaining in the tri-state area is the Bell County Bobcats. They will be on the road this weekend when they travel to face Powell County. The Pirates are riding an 8-game winning streak coming into this game and boast a 1,000-yard rusher in Isaac Harrison, who comes in averaging 153 yards per game. Bell County running back Trayton Humfleet comes in with 1,671 rushing yards on the season and 34 rushing touchdowns, while quarterback Peyton Collette needs 3 passing yards to eclipse 1,000 on the season. The winner of this game will face the winner of Casey County at Corbin. Now that's all for sports this weekend, but stay tuned as Joseph Lewis and Tyler Rowlett will be here after the break to let you know what movies are being released this weekend and what concerts are happening around the area when we return to LMU Community TV News.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Find fun activities to do, like boating and biking, or camping and hiking, plus much more. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
When I was 6, I had one thing on my mind. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball every chance I could. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to learn the signs of a stroke fast. F-A-S-T.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Because the sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke. F-A-S-T. Fast.
Joseph Lewis, and while we'll get to the world of movies in just a moment, today we'd first like to bring your attention to some local entertainment, namely the LMU Players production of The Three Musketeers, which continues its run this Thursday, November 12th at 8 p.m. in Duke Hall on the LMU campus. Directed by Joe Powell in collaboration with LMU Assistant Professor of Theater and Technical Director Mark McGinley, this highly entertaining show can be seen for only 3 more nights on the 12th, 13th, and 14th. Tickets are $5 in advance, $10 at the door, $5 for high school students, and free to children under 12, as well as LMU faculty, staff, and students. For advance tickets, you may call 423-869-6203. Coming to theaters this week is The 33, a survival drama based on the 2010 Chilean mining disaster in which the San Jose mine collapsed, leaving a group of 33 workers trapped for months. Antonio Banderas stars as Super Mario Sepulveda, who uses video logs to keep the public updated on their status as the government devises a plan to save them. Patricia Riggin directs the film, while Juliette Binoche, Lou Diamond Phillips, and Gabriel Byrne co-star. Also new to theaters this week is Love the Coopers, a Christmas-time comedy in which 4 generations of one highly dysfunctional family gather for the holidays, leading to heated conflict, unlikely pairings, and unexpected confessionals. Though this routine setup is basically worn out at this point, this iteration generates minor interest by way of its huge A-list cast, including John Goodman, Diane Keaton, and Alan Arkin, among others. Offering equally familiar content is My All-American, a sports drama based on the true story of college football player Freddie Steinmark, an unlikely athlete who proved himself as a member of the Texas Longhorns in the late 1960s. Hoosiers and Rudy scribe Angelo Pizzo writes and directs the film, with Finn Whitrock starring as Steinmark, alongside Aaron Eckhart as his coach Darryl Royal. Lastly for this week, and starting its run with an unusually limited release considering its star power, is By the Sea, a drama written and directed by Angelina Jolie, now crediting herself as Angelina Jolie Pitt, and starring herself and her spouse Brad Pitt as a husband and wife vacationing in 1970s France as their increasingly rocky marriage reaches its breaking point. Positioning itself as a chilly, existential exploration of love and romance somewhere between Michelangelo Antonioni and Stanley Kubrick, By the Sea promises to be one of the year's most interesting features, with one of today's most noteworthy celebrity couples taking center stage, though it could wind up as little more than a vanity project for that very reason. By the Sea hits 10 screens this weekend, while the other 3 can be seen in theaters nationwide starting this Friday, November 13th, and as always, be sure to check your local listings for special Thursday night screenings in the area. That's all for today in the world of movies. I'm Joseph Lewis.
I'm Tyler Rowlett of 91.3 WLMU and LMU Community TV. And here's your concert calendar for the week of November 12th, 2015. Coming Friday, November 13th to the Harris Cherokee Casino in Cherokee, North Carolina is Gary Allan. Gary Allan has made a living singing songs about heartache and trouble, and you can tell he authentically feels every word. Although struggles in his personal life may have caused him a lot of pain, the music it's allowed him to create have made him a powerful force in modern country. Gary is supporting the release of his latest album, Hangover, tonight. Coming Saturday, November 14th to the Knoxville Civic Auditorium will be one of the masters of modern blues, Joe Bonamassa. A talented musician since he was a child, Bonamassa opened for the legendary B.B. King when he was only 12 years old. He's also had 11 of his albums reach #1 on the blues charts. And to call him a modern blues legend would definitely be an understatement. Coming November 18th to the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville will be Dead & Company. While the core 4 remaining members of the Grateful Dead played their last show in Chicago earlier this year, 3 of the 4 have decided to hit the road again, with modern guitar master John Mayer filling the place of the late Jerry Garcia and former Allman Brothers bass player Eltil Burbridge taking over for Phil Lesh. The band plays 2 full sets each night, and with a deep catalog, you never know what you'll hear. I'm Tyler Rowlett of 91.3 WLMU and LMU Community TV, and that's your concert calendar for this week.
That I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent. We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness. I am a witness. I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
You taught him how to hit a baseball.
Just like that. Say hi!
How to hit a receiver. The strike zone. The net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
And that is going to do it for your weekend edition of LMU Community TV News.
I'm Adam Haley, and thank you for joining us today. We'll see you on Monday.
For everyone here at LMU Community TV News, I'm Ashley Hurley. Have a great weekend.